Well, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of Pwnery's Penny Arcade. Today, we're looking at the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk. At least that's the best way I've heard it described in terms of how to pronounce that, and I think the narrator says it's similar too. So anyway, just a brief little overview. This is the most cynical top-down RPG I've played in a long time. You'll see, the dialogue is hilarious. Apparently, dwarves are jerks. But anyway, let's dive in, we'll take a look, and I'll give you the first 30. So I'm going to play it under Tavern Song, just so I can progress a little bit. I played this for a couple hours yesterday, and this is like, well, you can see the description here. It gives you a basic difficulty. One thing I've noticed is the battle sequences sometimes take a long time. So I'm going to leave the tutorial up just so you can see what's going on, and let's go ahead and try this. I didn't have a whole lot to do this weekend, which is why I'm filming a bunch of these ahead of time. And, you know, kill some time or whatever. If you saw my last video, you probably knew that I was in the middle of trying to win some auctions. And I won all of them. I overspent on all of them, but I won all of them. And that's better than not winning them. But now I'm just working out payment details and shipping details, and the rest is history. Even with my i9 processor and solid state drive, this game takes a bit of time to load.
You shall not pass.
That's for the Undyke.
First chapter, a feeling of déjà vu. The party advances. A steely-eyed ranger, a brutal barbarian, a ruthless ogre, a wizardess with fiery hair, an agile elf, a wily thief, a dwarf, well, you know, just a dwarf.
Just a
Together
dwarf.
they have just crossed into the terrible Dungeon of Naheulbeuk.
This
Don't
dungeon.
know what we'll find inside here, but it stinks.
Oops.
That's easy. The ogre just took a dump 5 feet from the door.
I've got a strange feeling of déjà vu.
Because of the ogre shit?
Have you been here before?
I feel like I'd know if I had.
Probably not. No one's ever got in here before.
By the way, what is our quest?
We must find the 12th statuette of Gladalfura.
A statuette?
It's written in the tablets of Skellis that only a one-legged gnome from the northern forest, dancing by the moonlight in the middle of 12 statuettes wrapped in ham. As I was saying, only a one-legged gnome shall open the gates of Zaralbak and thus accomplish the prophecy.
But what is this strange prophecy?
No idea. We're only in it for the gold. That's why we came here.
Yeah, and I knocked before coming in.
And I called you a half-wit.
Okay, let's all get along, okay? Let's focus on the statuette.
Do we have any idea where it's located?
Like every statuette, it's in a treasure room, guarded by a powerful warlock.
How cliche.
Maybe his powers are even greater than mine.
Sounds about right. What kind of monsters live here?
So, if you look at the random encounter table, these are the monsters in this dungeon. Several kinds of undead, giant spiders, orcs, and goblins.
Hey, goblins.
Underground trolls, warlocks, cursed knights, mutant rats, a bottle of oil, some toilet paper, 2 sponges, and ravioli.
I think you're also reading your shopping list. So no dragons, right?
Nah, well above our level cap. Anyway, let us go forth.
That level cap thing just seems like a violation of the fourth wall. Alright, so movement. We're going to go this way.
Halt! You arrived at a junction and must face 3 choices.
All those doors are closed and blocked off by a strange glowing seal.
Weird. And I'm having another deja vu.
Oh, shiny, pretty. Probably some kind of magic lock we have to dispel.
No way we're getting over by some goddamn door. My cousin Klingly always says, if it's magic, hit it harder.
No, wait!
If you couldn't tell, the dwarf's an idiot. We've all known people like that in World of Warcraft, though, haven't we?
Where are they? Shit! Hey! Dwarf! Elf! Dang it! Did everybody get lost but me? What was that noise?
So you can spin the view like this. On my saber tooth, it's the right stick, and then you can zoom in also. I tend to kind of leave it in its original setup. Gets a little disorienting.
Oh, damn it, an orc. And I'm alone, of course, I'm alone!
This is the perfect opportunity to discuss the matter of combat, a crucial subject when adventuring in mysterious dungeons.
Open door! Gotta go! Me eats bad, go tripe!
No, I'm not done. Go away, you meanie.
Sounds like an elf. Anyway, be cool. He's alone. This shouldn't be a problem.
For a tutorial and walkthrough on how to play, this is pretty cleverly done. So anyway, you have 2 action points. You can walk and attack, or attack and then walk. You can also walk further than your given distance, but it will take away both action points, so you have to be sort of mindful of that. So right now I'm in the motion phase, and essentially you choose a tile, and then you choose your orientation otherwise. So obviously you want to face forward, because the tutorial is setting you up for a backstab, which gives you extra damage. Since he doesn't know I'm here, we're sneaking up on him. So we move forward. Then I select my melee, which is this. And it automatically targets the character in front of me. If there's multiple characters and they were all within the vicinity of my strike range, then I would use the triggers to cycle between which one I wanted. But since this is the first fight, and you're just doing the tutorial, they just gave you the one-on-one. So because of my positioning, we get an additional 10% for, I believe it's accuracy? And then we'll attack. Obviously after I hit him, now he knows we're here, he'll strike back. So, if you look over here, now you have his condition. He's obviously not doing well. There's 3 levels of not doing well. Right there. And let's finish him off. This is all pretty self-explanatory. You win your battle, you gain experience, the loot will be on the right, and you can pick and choose what you want. In the very beginning, you can just take everything, because you've obviously got the carry space for it, but there are limitations later on, and then you'll have to pick and choose. This guy appears to have nothing. So when the battle ends, you can actually heal your characters before you move on to the next battle. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Well, it tastes bad. Reminds me of my granny's soup.
And then we'll move on.
Hooray! You saved me!
This is... yeah, he's... I mean, they're gone.
There were more than one?
So many I couldn't even count them. But I killed one, but sent them all running. Are you alright?
It was horrible. I found myself in these disgusting toilets. But where are the others? What's going on?
It's because of that moronic dwarf. He must have triggered a magic trap. The whole party's been scattered around this floor. We need to find them.
How about we don't find the dwarf?
No, we'll need his axe if there are other orcs.
Don't you think you could handle them by yourself?
Yeah, that's... even the greatest heroes have their limits. Anyway, let's not hang around here.
Right. Alright, so our only quest right now is to go find the rest of the members of our party. But let's go in the room that she was locked in, because generally you will find loot. So this loot window is exactly the same as the post-combat one. And then you just take all. And I think that's the only loot in this room. Alright, let's go find the rest.
Ah, here's the thief.
Yippee! Plus, he's not the dwarf.
Silence. You'll get us spotted. There are orcs in this room, and they've got bows and arrows.
We need to devise a plan.
Okay, I got a plan. You attack them while I stand guard, just in case somebody ambushes us.
Sounds like something a coward would say to avoid a fight.
Absolutely not. It's very rational behavior.
I've got a bow, too. I can shoot arrows.
Yikes! Another good reason to take cover. When you're behind an obstacle, you're less likely to get hit. Even by friendly fire.
Well, got no choice if we want to move ahead. We got to get rid of those orcs. How many are there?
I can only see one of them right now, but the others must be close.
I got you. A group of one. I hate people who make a fuss over nothing.
When fighting alone, charging head-on is fine. But when in a group, a battle must be planned. Careful positioning can save you from crushing defeats.
Okay, so this is where the battles are a little different now that we've got multiple party members and we're up against one enemy. So now you can plan your battle before it begins, especially since they don't see you yet. So what I can do is I can position my characters before the battle starts. So what I want to do is I want to put the elf behind cover. So I'll put her here. Little shields tell you the directions that your cover will give you. And then I'll orient her in this direction here. Now we go back to the ranger. So because this cover's shorter, obviously, the protection penalty is halved, or in this case quartered. Or no, this is halved. And I'll have him face forward. Okay, now we got the thief. So I need to sneak up on this guy. So what I want to do is I want to put him in a position sort of out of his view. Yeah. And we'll have him facing this way. And this just describes your who gets to go first situation. Alright, so now we're going to begin combat. Okay, so the orc is going into what's called Overwatch. Your elf can do this as well, but essentially what it is he's not going to move, and you will get to see the area he's overwatching. So if I don't want to make the first move, I can just delay it. Because right now, this is his Overwatch range, that whole area highlighted in red. If you move anywhere in that space during his Overwatch, he will shoot you. So because I don't want to take the hit yet, I'll just delay the turn. Alright, so now I can get him to break the Overwatch if I can hit him. So what I'll want to do is I want to work around his Overwatch area. And now typically if you select a space like this, he's going to take the shortest route possible. But you can set up waypoints to sort of work around it. So you just click here, then we'll go here, and then we'll go here, and face forward. So that way we actually avoid his Overwatch area, which means he won't shoot you in the time you make your moves. So we'll go this way. Alright, so they want me here, and then it'll give you the arc and trajectory of her arrow. So we'll go this way, and we'll face forward. Since we're in range, I'll go ahead and select her bow and arrow. And from here, it looks like it arcs over the top of your current character, the thief. Otherwise, you might get hit with friendly fire. So now that his Overwatch is broken, because he took a hit, then I can now move my ranger forward, face him at an offset, and then strike him with the sword. So, target of opportunity is obviously when you're within a striking distance of the enemy, and the enemy moves, you get free hits as he's trying to retreat or maneuver around you, which is why both my thief and my ranger both attacked. Okay, so I don't have really many moves left. I don't think I can walk yet. Oh, I guess I can. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll attack. Now the battle's over. So you can see the way that these battle sequences work. When there's multiple targets and you have multiple characters, this can take quite a bit of time. So here's the post-battle information. Since everyone survived, everyone got a full experience reward, and then we've got loot. So we've got the money, and we've got a lame-ass longbow. Go ahead and take that, and exit the screen.
We did, thanks to my perfect planning. Let's keep going. The others can't be that far.
Okay, now I think the tutorial tells you this later, but since I already know, I'm going to go to my menu. Oh, I can't. Okay, so they do stop you from doing that. Alright, let's move on.
Finally, there you are.
Yeah, well, we had to fight off hordes of orcs to get here.
Bloodthirsty and cunning orcs, mind you.
And you wouldn't believe the stink in those toilets.
You're losing me. He says he's stuck and can't open the gate.
Looks like some kind of pantry, but it's empty.
He says he only had a small bite.
I see. There must be some kind of mechanism somewhere.
Levers can be far from the mechanism they activate.
Alright, so we're looking for a lever. And we found a kitchen. Ooh, loot. I'll go ahead and take that. Obviously I see the lever, but let me pick up the loot since we're here. Yeah. Alright. So now we'll activate the lever.
Here we go, it's opening!
Aw, I'm happy too, buddy.
I'd have expected him to bend the bars.
He was too anxious to be on his own. Ogres are very sensitive.
All the cumbersome
Bet you
stuff
didn't
the
know
party
that.
finds usually ends up stashed in the ogre's bag, because he's the strongest. Since it's rather impractical to rummage through, we've come up with an interface for you.
Alright. So now you know who carries all the inventory of the party. And he has a weight limit of 350. So there's the bow that we found. And all the stats are obviously at the bottom right corner. It also highlights the photo of who can equip the item. So, this will be my secondary weapon, and because I have a secondary weapon slot on a ranger, I'll go ahead and equip it. So now I've got two methods of attack. Alright, so you see the beating heart by the ogre. So we will highlight him, and it shows that he has an injury. And this is basically the information about injuries. And they will stack against you, so you want to try to get these knocked out as quickly as possible. So we'll apply a bandage. And now the injury's gone.
How come people put their hands in my pockets?
Crap, what a mess.
Alright.
Well, I found some writing materials in his bag. I should be able to map the dungeon now.
The wizardess keeps the map updated. It's usually best to act as if you know where you're going, although I'm pretty used to most players f***ing around by clicking haphazardly.
Alright, so now that we
I
have
feel
the
like we're
ability to
going in
watch the map,
circles.
we have our question on the left, map on the right, and obviously the little skulls are our companions. The reinforced door icon at the bottom left corner, that comes into play later. And this just lets you go back and forth.
I hear something. Someone's coming.
Go check it out.
Why should it be me? Rangers are usually the scouts.
Coward!
Yes, sir. It's a perfectly honorable life choice.
Time for lunch, guys! Come on! Grub time!
Intruders.
Let's eat them too!
We've been detected.
Maybe I could go back to the inn to ask for help.
Shut up! We got no use for wimps. You have to fight like everybody else.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get our guys into position. I think the only person I really want to move is the elf. And I'll put her here and have her... Or not. Guess it doesn't want to let me do that this time. Okay, so the ranger has other skills here, jack of all trades, right? And what it'll allow me to do well, it's explaining all this for you already. Anyway, if I use this charge, it gives me, I think it's better accuracy for everyone within that area. And you've only got to do it once, and that lasts the whole battle. Okay, so now it wants me to move him here, in this orientation here. So not only does your ogre carry everything, but he's got other abilities as well. Minding your personal space is pretty useful. Alright, so he gets a strike with a knockback. It's going to hit this character, knock him 2 tiles over, but because there's somebody occupying the second tile, it will do collision damage. And because the other one was in position, attack of opportunity before he moved. Alright, so the wizard does not have good physical defense, so they usually want you to have her within cover, and then we'll have her face forward. Otherwise, she'll take a flanking damage bonus. Alright, so we want to use the whirlwind. And X is an AoE, so anyone within the red square will get hit, including friends. So we want it to hit here. Right? What the hell's going on? Aim for the highlighted tile. Okay. It won't let me do it. Hang on. If I want to hit this tile, I need to be here. I think that's what it's trying to tell me. Well, this was easier the first time I did it. I don't know what's going on. Let me use the mouse, I guess. Don't let me do that either. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong now. There. There.
Toga, swala, vos
Sorry, that took forever because there's a glitch on my monitor that you can't see in the stream, and it's making it all crazy. Alright, so now we got the thief. So he can't really do anything right now. So we'll delay his turn. Alright, so now they want the... Yeah. Move her here, facing forward. And then we'll get to use her Elven Ricochet. So it bounced off the first one and hit the second one and finished him off. Now the enemy gets a backstab bonus because he went behind us. But now that he's behind us, my thief can move in behind him, like so. Face backwards. And now I can use my sneaky strike with backstab bonus.
That is not coming, did you?
And he's out. And we picked up a couple of armbands and some gold. So we'll take that. Actually, let's go ahead and heal everyone first. And then we'll pick up the loot. And then we hop out.
Wow, what a fight!
Still, those orcs weren't in fighting shape. I think they were running from something.
If that's the case, so should we.
Enough defeatism. Let's go. We still have to find the dwarf and the barbarian.
So now we have to find the dwarf and the barbarian, much to the annoyance of our elf. But that's all the time we have for today. This was the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, the first 30. I'm sorry for the delay in the combat. Hopefully by the next 30, I'll have this monitor issue sorted out and things will go a little smoother. Chances are what I'll probably do is I'll fast forward a little bit and go to my other save just to show you a little further into the game. Because the first like hour and a half of play, it's all this floor and it's mainly tutorial type things to learn the mechanics of the game. Obviously I don't have a good grasp of that yet because that combat sequence took forever. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to get this game, I'll leave a link in the description below. It is available on Steam. And I will probably do one more video for this one, the next 30. But until then, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.